Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode, we finally finished up all of the features and functions of our new acid facility. So we got our ammonia gas, we have our chlorine gas, all there. And so that's good. This whole thing should now work and be able to feed acid into our facilities here. Hydrofluoric. Did I push hydrochloric acid into the hydrofluoric side of things? I did. Oof. Well, that's an oops. That's a fixable. That's a fixable thing. You get put on manual for a moment. I just looked at this and was like, wait a minute, this doesn't look right. Go ahead and remove that. Let's cue that in to be built. And then this is going to be switched over to hydrofluoric. Hydrofluoric. This will be switched over to hydrochloric. Hydrochloric acid supplements. Empty cargo. Refuel. Time passed. Okay, there we go. That'll do. All right. So now we need to decide on what the next thing is going to be. And I've been thinking about that. And I do want to build a big logistics facility. I know I've been mentioning that a few times, where we're going to be building belts and inserters and a few other things. But then I was thinking that in order to be able to make like splitters and loaders and inserters, we're going to need circuit boards of all types. So what we really need next is a big, fully featured, fully functional electronics manufacturing facility that will make not only all of the basic board types, but also some of the other specialized electronics like RoboBrains and modules. So that's what we're going to plan to do. Let's start laying out designs for that. So again, this is going to be another episode that's probably going to be just me here laying out designs in Hellmod to figure out what we need to build and where. Because, you know, that's a significant part of the game, and so that's what we need to do. Alright, so what kind of electronics can we, in fact, actually make at this point? We can get all the way up to purple electronics. Okay, have we done any module research? Have I done any research on modules? Now we have robot brains. Which the robo brains that we currently have are at the red circuit level. We don't have anything higher than that yet. And I don't think I see any modules. Oh no. Actually, what we're going to need even before all of that, because we're going to need it for that, is we're going to need a plastics facility. Because we're going to need to make plastics that does not rely on natural gas, because we are out of plastic again. Okay. We're going to have to probably demolish this entire refinery here. Or maybe a portion of it. Or maybe leave it there, but we're going to have to bring in a way to get plastic into this system. Or we're just going to abandon all of this in place. We might have to abandon all that in place because we're going to have a whole new research facility as well. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what we're going to have to do. Okay, so change of plans. We're making plastic. So let's design a facility to make plastic. So we need to make plastic bars. And I, of course, want to make 30 per second plastic bars. Actually, I would love to be able to make 45 per second plastic bars, but we'll see. That's not too crazy. Let's compute by factory, and let's do 8. 8 of those purple assembly machines making plastic bars. Now, we're eventually, again, going to need to upgrade that, but that's already part of our plans, is to upgrade all of our belts to blue belts. So we're going to need liquid plastic. Now, what we have not done is developed the ways to make bioplastic. I would like to do the farming process. It's gonna need cellulose fiber. Let's see what we got. We do produce cellulose fiber as a byproduct of this processing. Alright, well, one of the first things we're going to need to do is we are going to need to start processing. We need to do research farming. Okay. Now, I know that I picked up at one point gardens. And I might have to go around and grab some more. I think gardens are these green. They're the green dots? I think they're the green dots. Yes, the gardens are the green dots. Now, if I recall correctly, I stored some gardens in one of the cars. I just have to figure out where I am and not wander all over the map. Where are we? There's a car. Okay, there's some stuff there. Hold on. We have 2 desert gardens and a bunch of... These are trees. I don't need the trees. And a bunch of stuff here that we can use to start farms with. All right, good. Need to process these desert gardens. So what we need to do is I'm going to need a couple of seed extractors. We're going to need a box of some description. Wait a minute, why am I carrying a whole bunch of construction robots? Okay. Range? Big box. There we go. And what we're going to be doing... At least initially, is we're just going to be getting alien plant life samples. Alright, those are going to take a little while to run. Now, where did I have my cars parked? I have that one over there. I have to go check that one out. That's not a car. That's not a car either. That's a tank. Getting that tank out of there is going to be interesting. I'm going to need that tank here probably soon. I thought for sure I had a second car. Let's turn this off. Let's turn that stuff off. Interesting. It's not the truck. I mean, push comes to shove, I'll go grab some more, but... yeah, that's the only car I see. I swore I had two. Oh. Hop on board, let's go take a look at what's in the trunk of that car. a bunch of stuff, but nothing that I really need. All right, then. Well, let's find out what we're actually going to want, right? Let's find out what we're actually going to want. That's going to dictate what we're going to go after here. We're going to need propionic acid and acetic acid. Acetic acid. So that's methanol gas, carbon monoxide, purified water, and a red metal catalyst will make acetic acid. Or we can make acetic acid out of fermentation base. Fermentation base is best derived from fruits. That's 88 per second fruit. Okay. Fruits are best derived from Zello squash. Gives fruits and cellulose fiber. That's going to produce way more than that. $150 per second fruits. That's more than I want to have to deal with, I think. Now we'll figure out what we need here. Let's see. 25 is going to produce 75. What about 26? 78. 28. 84. 30. We'll produce 90 per second. Yeah, we might have to scale this down to 30 per second. That would be what? 6. 5. And 6. We'll go with 6. Okay. So numbers are looking a little bit better here. Because, yeah, that would be 230 belts. That would be... And we would need 20? 22? Not 2. 22. That would produce 77 per second cellulose fiber, which is not going to be enough. But that's okay. We have other ways of making cellulose fiber. We can produce a little algae farm, for example, to create the rest of the cellulose fiber that we would need. Little algae farm, he says. Mineralized water, tons of it, and carbon dioxide, a lot of it. We can bring in we can make mineralized water. That's not too terrible of a problem. Tier 4 algae farms. I think we can make those. Yeah, we would need to make mineralized water out of water and crushed stone. We can bring in crushed stone. That's not a problem. We're making tons of it. Carbon dioxide can get made out of coal. Easy. That's not a problem. Okay, so we would need to make 110 per second Zillow squash, which means we would need desert environment farming. We would need some sand, some saline water, Zello squash seed, some fertilizer. All right, we'll have to figure all that out. But this is what we need. We need Zello squash from desert stuff. Fortunately, I think we have some. We do, in fact, have some Zello squash. So that can serve as our literal seed to start the farms. We just need... Oh, temperate gardens. We just need... the alien plant life samples. To get the research done. Now, what research packs do we currently have? Red, yellow, and military. Okay. Whoa! It was inevitable that it would happen. It was inevitable that it would happen. Thing is, I was past the train and I flinched and pushed the button to walk back into the train. I tried to stop myself from walking into the train, but I was already past the train, so stopping myself from walking into the train walked me into the train. Alright, well, I gotta walk over there. Just give me a moment. Okay, so I'm back in my body. Shotgun? Right. Yeah. Guess I had a shotgun on me. Alright. That's fine. So here is what we're gonna do. I am going to put... I'm actually going to make this a requester chest. I shouldn't have made that... a provider chest, but I didn't. But this is going to be temporary. For now, we're going to manually feed this in. Yep, it's one of those 32 times. We're going to have to unlock all this stuff, which means I'm going to need absolutely tons of gardens. So I guess what we'll do is let's go do that. Let's go looking for gardens. I see a bunch over here. Flying over the lovely polluted green water. All right, desert farming is finished. Desert environment farming is what I actually need. Desert environment farm. One desert environment kit. I don't know what that is. Requires clay bricks, alien plant life samples, and basic electronic parts. Okay. Yeah, we could probably make those. All right, start our research. Alien microprocessing. We're going to probably need oil pressing plants. Yes. We're going to need fermentation process. That sort of stuff. All right, start the research. That's a desert garden. There's a desert garden. Is that a green dot over there? That's a desert tree. Okay, no, that's a blue dot. We don't want the blue dots. We want the green dots. There's another one. Now, I think that there is a way, like, automate this production at some point. There's a temperate garden. Let's grab this one. This one is a swamp garden. Actually, there's one other thing I need to figure out as well. I need to figure out this propionic acid. Propionic acid is made with a catalytic process. That's not a problem. Ethylene gas, carbon monoxide. The carbon monoxide, we would have to pass through carbon and water. From carbon, we would get that from coke. The coke, we would get that from one of these processes. We're making tons of coke. We can actually bring the coke in. That's not a big deal. 4.4 per second. We can probably swing that. All right, ethylene gas. Ethanol gas and sulfuric acid create sulfuric wastewater and ethylene gas. Oh, lovely. We're gonna have to make sulfuric acid. Okay, 330 per second. Sulfuric acid. Oh boy. That's methanol. That's ethanol gas, not methanol gas. Acetone, ethanol, ethanol gas. No, that is ethanol gas. No, ethanol gas. Yeah, ethanol gas. Produces 50 ethanol gas from fermentation base. Another 660 per second. So basically, we would have to make... So no, we would not actually need the algae farm. We would not need the algae farm because we would have two large farms creating fermentation base, both making sufficient quantities of cellulose fiber to make the plastic. Okay. We're just going to have to come up with 330 per second sulfuric acid, which we would make from this, and we would make that from this, and yeah, we would not make anywhere near enough sulfuric wastewater. Okay. Well, I was afraid I would have to expand that that acid facility to make sulfuric acid, but it looks like we're gonna have to. Oh, lovely. Good. Binafran. Whatever that stuff is. Got 6 desert gardens. Now, I don't necessarily need to pull... I want to pull seeds out of them? Yeah, I might need to pull seeds out of them. Alright, so let's do the process to pull seeds out of them. And then this is going to become a passive provider chest. Right. And then we're going to do temperate seed extraction. We're going to do swamp seed extraction. We're going to put the temperate garden in there. We're going to put the swamp garden in there. And then we're going to fly over there, over to the research area, and we're going to request it. And we're going to do a logistics request for alien plant life samples. And they're going to be on their way. Yes. We need this. Because this takes cellulose pulp and mineralized water and alien plant life samples and allows you to turn them into gardens. 1%, 1%, 1%. So you can grow gardens, essentially, and you can generate the alien plant life samples. So yeah, we need to get all that done. On the way. It has picked them up. Okay, then. We're going to go ahead and stop here for now. So we will pick this up and get our farming process going. And when we come back. So for now, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.